New segment time.
God, you're loud.
37.6 million coronavirus cases, 1 million deaths, 28.23 recovered, 28.23 million cases recovered. Worldwide. What a world we live in. Oh my god, India's gonna catch the United States. The US is at 7.9. Actually, we're gaining faster. Hold on, let's look at yesterday. Yesterday. Nope, they're still gaining faster than the US. Never mind. So the US is at 7.9 million cases. India is at 7 million. And India gained 74,000 yesterday, as where the US only gained, funny enough, 53,000. So India could catch us in the next coming weeks. It'll be like at 8.5 million. But they're going to catch us and potentially overpass us. Any comments on that?
No.
You're really riveting today, aren't you?
To be honest, I couldn't hear a single word you said with that mask on. So I kind of just tuned you out.
I'm literally shouting. Everyone else can hear me just fine.
The whole world can hear you.
I don't feel like turning my headphones up to have you blow up my speakers, so.
Alright then. Well, let me take the mask off. So, India is at 7 million. The US is at 7.9. I think they're gonna catch us in the next coming week or so.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Actually, I said you could have the one, not the whole bag. Yeah, here you are munching away.
What is he eating?
Takis.
Oh, I love Takis.
Of course you do. And he's complaining because they're too warm for him.
Too warm?
Too warm.
Like his body heats up when he eats them?
Yes.
Oh, can I have some? Because that'd be perfect to eat in the wintertime.
Yeah, you turn into a space heater.
Yeah, well, you said he gets warm when he eats them. Well, so if I look at an infrared camera right now, is he just like this bright red thing just glowing?
Yeah, he's like a space heater right now. I can feel the heat coming off him. It's really disturbing.
Man, if he has another bag, he might reach the Draper point.
Oh wow! So here's interesting. So Nebraska, where's Nebraska place in population in the U.S.? It's got to be like
It's like last.
It is not last.
Wyoming's last.
Where does Nebraska place in population in the U.S.?
36. Calling it right now, 36.
That did
I
not tell.
didn't even look it up at all. That was just my guess.
List of U.S. states by population. I got stuff in my face, some hair.
Tell me.
Shut up, Google. I just want to see the wiki page. Methodology, electoral point, state rankings. There we go. All right, 30. We are 38th,
Oh, I was close.
but we rank at 35, and we rank 35th for coronavirus cases. But that's because of the university, which actually
The university is almost in the red.
But we're not gaining that fast.
That
though.
was last week.
So we might not make it to the end of the semester after all.
No, I bet you the university will keep us.
But here's the thing, though.
Oh no. We will definitely be making another semester. Don't be
'Cause
surprised what the university has in their back pocket.
last-
They're gonna find every way possible to make
Last
it to
week
school.
we were a little bit before halfway. Now we're like a little bit of ways from the red.
Yeah, but we're gonna be in the red soon,
Yeah.
like another week or two.
But in at least 2 weeks we'll be in the
But
red.
here's the thing,
It
though.
doesn't matter. They're not gonna cancel. We'll either go online.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. We're gonna go online.
Okay, what happened on September 8th?
That was that first week. Everybody came back and they went to that giant party.
Oh, that huge fraternity party?
Yes. But
Yeah.
here's the thing, though.
Okay.
Classroom transmissions aren't happening. It has all been social
for people just going out and doing things. Classrooms have not transferred the coronavirus yet. No one's gotten it in class.
It's all from...
So theoretically, the university is fine to stay open for in-person classes. It's literally because people are stupid and won't stay home. I knew somebody...
Or they're having a huge party in their house.
So my friend, he heard of somebody that went to a party, and the person knowingly had the coronavirus, threw a party anyways, and got 4 of the 5 people that came sick. I'm like, are you actually stupid? Are like actually stupid?
Okay, are we at the level where... Okay, so there's a law saying if you knowingly have an STD and you have sex with somebody and you give them an STD, they can legally sue you for transferring them an STD. If they knowingly had it, didn't tell you, and gave you an STD.
In some states, I don't know if that law exists in Nebraska.
But can that law exist with coronavirus? Like, in your case, he knew he had coronavirus.
It's bioterrorism. He is knowingly distributing a deadly virus.
Yeah.
That's like you. What do you mean it's not deadly?
1% chance of death.
Highly contagious.
Right, 1 in 100. A highly contagious and deadly virus that is like almost 100% in people. Well, not. I was just. It's very high chance of death above the age of 50. You can't.
I don't think it's a,
You're
here's the deal. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, sure. People above the age of 50, 1% chance of death. People under the age of 50, it's like practically 0. I heard, in fact, someone at the university, they were going to go get tested. I heard.
You're very quiet. You're going to have to speak up.
The university said 70 to 80% of the people that get tested, that test positive, 70 to 80% of the positive cases at the university have mild to no symptoms. Meaning the majority of the people are asymptomatic for the virus.
But it's not the students. But it's not the students giving it to other students is not the problem. The problem is students giving it to other people who aren't students, and those people are susceptible to it. Professors who are susceptible to it. That is the problem.
The people that have it, if the majority of the people that have it are students, it's not deadly. Because it's a weighted average towards the students.
Right.
Yeah, but
that's not the problem though.
Deadly as in a sense they're carriers. They can give it to
They can
anybody.
still go to Walmart, cough on a piece of fruit, a boomer picks up the fruit, takes it home, doesn't wash it, eats it, and dies. That's the problem.
1% chance.
Not in boomers. In old people is almost guaranteed you're going to die.
I don't think it's that.
Yes, it is. If you're above 70, you're almost guaranteed you are going to get symptoms and die.
Okay, I'd like to see those numbers. I haven't heard that. I heard those below 50, even above 70. I'd like to see those numbers.
COVID death rate by age. That doesn't tell me a percentage, you piece of junk. Do. Come on, I need to see statistics, not... This is useless. Actually useless. This should just pull up. This shouldn't be a problem.
I mean, I'm willing to accept I'm wrong. It's possible I'm wrong, but I thought I heard that boomers were still below 50%.
It doesn't matter okay, below 50%, you still have a less than. That means 1 out of 2. Okay, say it's 25%. That's still a 1 in 4 chance you're going to die. Say it's 33%. That's a 1 in 3 chance you're going to die.
Yeah, and you have 66% chance you're not gonna die. There you go.
But-
Deadly.
What do you mean not deadly? You have a 33% chance of dying.
Yeah, but 66% chance of living.
You realize. Why are you so against... Okay, then. Alright, so you clearly don't care if your grandma gets it. Say you have four
Well, we don't have
grandparents...
we don't have grandparents.
I don't.
Say
have-
you had four grandparents. It's guaranteed at least one is going to die.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is!
Guaranteed. That's not. No.
According to
Oh,
statistics,
realistically.
there's almost guaranteed one of them is going to die.
No.
You're not loud enough again.
Guaranteed means that if you look at every single person, it's not guaranteed. That means because you could compare families. You could compare 3 families. Yes, in one family, all their grandparents could die, but still 2 other families, all of theirs live.
Phil!
Not guaranteed
Okay,
per person.
on average though, one of them is probably going to die. It is almost guaranteed according to statistics.
No.
You're willing to take that risk. You're willing to kill somebody almost guaranteed.
Okay, okay.
All it takes is one student to go home during Thanksgiving and infect a bunch of old people, and at least one of them is going to die. One life is too many, Phil. One life is too many. Why? How is your life any more valuable than theirs? Why does it not matter if they don't get it? What is wrong with you?
Let me talk for a second, okay? Let me talk. I don't have a problem with saying people. Okay. Let me rephrase this. Yes, people are going to die. It's a terrible thing. What I'm trying to get at, I have a problem with how you're phrasing your sentences.
Louder.
I have a problem with how you're phrasing your sentences. Yes, it's something that needs to be known. People are going to die. Yes, it needs to be taken seriously. But if you're going to take it seriously, at least present the facts correctly.
Okay,
Using words
why?
like
Well, okay, it's a deadly virus. It can kill people. It can kill people that are 25 years old. It's been seen. It can happen. So why, when I said, yeah, it knowingly giving people the virus, knowingly giving it to people, it's not the you said it's fine passing it between 25-year-olds. Sure, whatever. It's a 1% death rate, whatever. 20,000 people, at least 20 people are going to die. That's fine. Okay, whatever. 20 people dead, no big deal. Okay then, but those 20,000 freshmen that then go to give it 40,000 boomers, but if it's a 1 in 25%, what is 25% of 40,000? 10,000 people dead. 10,000 people. Does that number not sink in?
compared to 7.9 billion.
Okay then, 1% of 7.9 billion. You know how many people that is? Those are entire countries gone. Wiped from the face of the earth. Hundreds of millions of people gone.
And think about the other billion that survived.
Hundreds of millions. You are fine with hundreds of millions of people dying a painfully slow death. Slowly drowning in their own freaking lung fluids.
No, I never said that was okay.
Then why are you trying to disagree that the virus is deadly and that is students being stupid and that they're the ones that are the problem?
People that get it survive. I don't think you can mathematically call it deadly if 99% of the people that get it survive. I don't think
What?
mathematically...
It is deadly! Deadly means somebody have a chance of dying.
Is that what it means, though? I think...
That's literally what it means. The cold is technically deadly.
Does it take just one death to call it deadly?
Yes!
Why?
Because it's a death! One death! Oh, okay, here we go. One person, you're the first person to get a new type of cancer. You die. We assume, oh, it's a deadly type of cancer. But then every single person that gets it afterwards lives. Is it still, it's still technically a deadly cancer because it killed somebody. Until it kills another person, then is it deadly still? Or do we just have to keep having people survive, and then when somebody dies again, it's like, okay, this is deadly. But then the next person lives, is it no longer deadly anymore? People are still dying, but yet it's no longer deadly. Because somebody lived after somebody died. Does everybody have to die?
50%.
What? Phil!
I don't know. I'm just, okay. I'm not... You're taking my words out of context. Yes, it's serious. Yes, I get that. I'm just asking a question. Mathematically, can you call it deadly?
Yes! Any disease that can kill somebody is deadly. Every disease is deadly.
Every disease.
Because anybody who is immunocompromised can get it and die. Literally, there are diseases they've called not deadly that have killed people. And so that disease needs to be called deadly. But
it's deadly
the
than Spanish flu and H1N1.
But the coronavirus is way more deadly than those that are not calling deadly. There are viruses that are deadlier than that are called deadly that are not as deadly as the coronavirus. The flu, for example, is way less deadly than the coronavirus, yet we call it a deadly thing because we have to give out vaccines.
Yeah. COVID-19 was worse than the flu in New York City, the 1918 Spanish influenza, which is pretty much in every single
Yeah,
media.
the Spanish influenza. That's really, yeah.
It was, 56 million people
It was a
infected.
stupid large amount of people that died.
Yeah.
And that was without antibiotics. That was without proper training. Without proper cleaning. And it was killing people at a slower rate than this thing is.
Okay, here's the deal. I look at define the word deadly. A deadly force, as defined, is known as a lethal force, the use of a force that is likely to cause serious bodily injury or death to another person. Likely. Mathematically likely means more than 50%.
Right. So I can stab you with a knife in a specific spot that I know it won't kill you. But yet I still used a knife, and in court they would say I used deadly assault and I would go to prison for life for attempted murder.
Yeah, you attempted. You didn't succeed.
I still used deadly force under the court of law. Even though I knew it wasn't going to kill you. But it doesn't matter. In a jury, I still used a knife that still was going to kill you.
You know,
A juror,
I have a crime class. We talked about that.
Because if you
it counts.
It counts.
The jury's going to look at me
It's
like,
the use
you
of
pulled a
violent
knife on
force.
that guy.
Yeah.
Even though you had no intentions of killing him, and even if you didn't kill him, the jury's going to be like, you used deadly force. But no. What if I never even used it?
What do you mean? You just said
I never used the knife. I'm still going to be like, you pulled a weapon on the guy, that's deadly force, prison for life. Congratulations.
No, but you didn't do deadly force. You have to have actus and mens rea.
I'm talking about the
didn't have
jury.
actus
The
rea.
jury won't care.
No. You had mens rea, but you didn't have actus rea. You had to have both.
But the jury won't care.
No, I don't think they can. I think you're misinterpreting the law.
I know what the law says, but I'm saying the jury's going to give you the maximum sentence.
Yeah, they're going to give you the maximum sentence they can, but since you didn't have both, I think the sentence will be limited, won't it?
Yeah, it might be in that case. But even if you okay, say you did use the knife and you cut their freaking toe like a little bit of a paper cut, or you cut their finger just a little bit, and it's basically nothing. As deadly force, you're going to get put away for life. Even though there's no way, and you have a lower chance of that.
Because
How?
you also have to have a actus rea
50%.
or mens rea.
50.
You have
You
to have
want
it at the
few. There are very few diseases
Okay,
in the
so-
world that have a death rate anywhere between closer to 100 than, the 1%.
Okay.
There aren't that many diseases, if any.
I mean, I will give you that.
So I found
Because
this.
in
It
terms
was
of all the diseases, I mean, can you really call any of them
Phil?
deadly if at least 1 in 2 people don't die? I guess.
Okay.
You got a point there. I'm just saying that, it's not likely.
so
For
this,
you. But for a boomer, it's much more likely.
So this was posted on August 28th. For every 1,000 people infected with COVID-19 who are under the age of 50, almost none will die. For people in 50s to early 60s, about 5 will die, more men than women. The risk then climbs steeply as the years occur. For every 1,000 people in their mid-70s or older who are infected, around 116 will die.
That's still only 1%. No, it's 10% in that case, but you're still talking. But those do average. But see, Yeah, but current averages, are still high. But also depends where. But still, though,
But it
you're
also
willing to kill.
depends on each region. Because Spain has, like, their mortality rate is far different than Geneva or England.
Yeah, but
It depends on what country.
Louder.
you do have.
We cannot hear you.
I said you do have a point. Okay, I give you that. You do have a point. I'm just saying that.
It's still, you shouldn't just be like, it's not deadly. It's
I never said it wasn't.
only 1% of people die. You said it wasn't. You said mathematically it's not likely. I'm like, you're still killing 100 million people.
I never said it wasn't serious.
Well, you're still gonna kill 100 million people. That is a third of the U.S. population. And in reality, you're gonna kill 790 million people. If everybody on the planet gets it, you're gonna kill. Actually, you're gonna kill more than 790 million people. There's only 2 countries on Earth with a population larger than 790 million.
Yes.
That doesn't bother you.
No, I'm agreeing with you.
So why did you fight me when I said it's a deadly virus and that you shouldn't just give it to people? It's fine.
I said it's serious. It is a serious matter. I'm just saying, mathematically, can you call it deadly? I don't know. It's just a philosophical.
See, that's
thought
one
that came to my
problem
mind.
I
Can you really
have
call
with
it deadly?
Phil. He thinks of stuff
But I never said
logically,
it wasn't
not
serious.
empathetically.
I think the only way I can count something at not deadly is if that when we blow it up to 10 billion people, only like 100 people die. But even then, that's still 10. That's still 100 more than I would like for it to be.
No, because you still made the argument earlier. If one person dies, it's deadly. You said at what point?
Did you hear what I said? I even made Phil.
If one person dies, it's deadly. It killed someone. It killed someone. It's deadly.
But did you hear what I said? You didn't hear the full sentence.
Yes, you said if it's like if it amounts to like 0.0.
After that, I said 100. But even then, I'm really pushing my ethics, and I would prefer it be 0. I said that. You missed that, though. You jumped straight to the fact that I said 100. You missed the whole second half where I said, that's pushing my ethics. I don't want to do that. You missed the whole first half. The whole second half. You got only the first half.
No. Okay, listen. My point is, yes, you prefer it to be 0. Yes, it's pushing your ethics or whatever. But at the same time, you did say, even if one person dies, you still have to kind of look at it. It killed someone, yes. It's serious. It's deadly. Because it killed someone.